actually can find multiple terabytes of data that actually occur within the cerebral cortex of the central nervous system. And generally, these atoms circle with an intensity that is not unlike its biological predecessors, the neutron. Now, the neutron circles with a neutral charge because it says neutron, so it's neutral. And the electrons mate with the neutrons. And what they do is they have kids, and these kids are called electrons. Now, the electrons attempt to circle the planet in search for algae. Now, algae consists of two types fish and one type mammal. It's actually a hybrid species, the hybrid species of which was born after a meteorological phenomenon known as a volcanic eruption. And this eruption actually caused residue into the upper atmosphere. And this upper atmosphere then, when the residue spread, it condensed into small forms known as people. Now, people have inhabited this earth since the early 19th century. And the early 19th century was actually home to many new and exciting life forms, such as the train. Now, the train actually consists of two onboard motors that are controlled by a cerebrum type machine that you would find in the laboratory of Charles Xavier. Charles Xavier being the head of Xavier School for Gifted Mutants. Now, mutants, what they actually do is they run around, they save people using their telepathic and pyrokinetic abilities. These abilities actually enhance their lives and the lives of many other people. Because as you can find, especially if you read in New Mutants number 97, The Birth of Deadpool, well known as Wade Wilson, if you read the New Mutants spin-off Marvel Zombies. And Marvel Zombies actually occurs within a separate galaxy called Nebulon X2, and within Nebulon X2, there actually exists this colony of plant-like organisms called Yeshiva Bachrim. And these Yeshiva Bachrim, what they do is they invade the planet, and they basically they take everyone and they bring them into these camps, right? And they give them lots of locks, and they give them locks and cream cheese. And what these cream cheese does is it actually affects the central membrane of the mitochondria. And what the mitochondria actually produces is called ATP, which is a cyclic power form. The power form actually runs throughout the entire cell, and it affects the nuclei of the cell as well as the thinner membrane on the inside. However, the thicker membrane on the outside is quite porous, thus letting many different chemicals in, such as delta phosphate B, nitrous oxide, CH4. These all combine and create titanium. Now, titanium alloy is used in many objects we have in our normal lives. For example, this shirt was actually made of titanium alloy in its purest form, known as cotton. And that's how babies are made.